There are 9 hidden swimsuits available in Clair Obscur Expedition 33, the first of which can be acquired very early in your adventure, while the later ones will require you to be near the endgame. The bulk of these swimsuits are hidden across 5 secret Gestral Beaches scattered throughout the continent, with the last 2 being locked behind Sciel's romance path. In this video, I'll show you how to access all 5 beaches and share tips for completing the minigames you'll find at each one. Just note that some later beaches require Esquie to have specific abilities gained through main story progression. While I won't spoil any story elements, I will be showcasing Esquie's later abilities, so consider this your spoiler warning for future mechanics. Let's get started. The first of the 5 hidden beaches is actually not that hidden. After finishing the Flying Waters chapter, more of the continent opens up. Head west of Gestral Village and you'll find the beach easily. Once you arrive, a Gestral will ask you to reach his friend by completing an obstacle course. It's not too difficult and you get infinite retries. The course begins with balancing on logs in the water. It's best to use Lune for this part, as she stays balanced on the logs far more easily than characters who can't float for some reason. After this section, you'll need to handle a few turns. Take it slowly, there's no time limit, so don't rush through it. It's best here to turn your camera opposed to turning your character. That way you can always keep your camera facing the direction that you're walking. Next, you'll encounter some spinning platforms. There's no advanced strategy here, just time your jumps carefully and aim to land in between the gaps. After that, you'll cross some floating wooden bridges, which are simple enough to navigate. Finally, wait for the moving floating bridge to approach. Hop on and ride it over to the waiting Gestral to collect your reward. The second beach is located northeast of Stone Wave Cliffs. You'll need to reach Act 2 or later, as that's when Esquie gains the ability to swim. At this beach, you'll play a volleyball-style game where you use your out-of-battle attack to knock incoming Gestral projectiles back at your opponent, with the goal of destroying their raft while protecting your own. You don't actually need to run back and forth across the raft to hit the projectiles. Your attack range is enough to cover the whole area. It's also important to time your attack correctly. Rather than attacking immediately, wait a beat and strike when the Gestral projectile is just at the top of its arc and about to come down towards you. Attacking too early means it'll still be too high and you won't have time to try again. Watch out for the flaming projectiles. They deal 2 points of damage to your raft and should always be your top priority. That said, once you get used to the timing, you should be able to deflect every type of incoming attack. The third beach can be found in the enclosed lake west of Monoko Station. It's a vertical platforming challenge that draws clear inspiration from games like Only Up. You'll climb floating objects, ropes, grapple points, and other pieces of terrain as you make your way higher and higher toward the top. One wrong jump can send you tumbling all the way back down, so precision is key. Make sure your camera is always positioned correctly before every jump. Having the right angle can be the difference between a smooth ascent and a frustrating fall. When you reach the top, you'll find a group of partying Gestrals, and one of them will give you your reward. The fourth Gestral Beach is just east of Siren, one of the axons you'll encounter after leaving Old Lumiere. This beach features another obstacle course, and in my opinion, is the easiest of the 5. You'll be asked to beat 3 different completion times, but the gold reward, which requires finishing the course in under 38 seconds, is the one that matters if you want the swimsuit. To succeed, you'll need to be running non-stop. With every jump that leads into a climbing animation, angle your camera in advance toward the next move. That way you can launch into your next jump the moment the animation ends without losing momentum. After clearing the rotating platforms, jump carefully and then mash the interact button to immediately latch on to the nearby handholds. Choose the path on the right, as it seems slightly shorter, and then run straight to the finish line. If you hit every movement perfectly, you should make it with less than a second to spare. And if you know you're going to fail, just jump in the water. The course will reset automatically. The 5th and final beach is just south of Gestral Beach 4 and requires Esquie's Fly ability, which you won't unlock until Act 3. Now I'll be honest, this is probably my least favorite beach. You won't find any Gestrals waiting to greet you by the entrance. Instead, you'll see an enormous wall with blue fire orbs raining down from above. Your job is to climb to the top without getting hit even once. If you do get hit, you'll fall all the way back to the bottom. To avoid falling, you need to watch the pattern of the falling orbs and wait for a safe opening before starting your climb. Because you're climbing using the handholds, the animations take time, so be patient and plan your moves in advance. Always look ahead and see where the next orb is coming from. Rushing the climb is a mistake, as you'll need to shift left and right to avoid incoming danger. The climb gets more difficult near the top, as you'll have less time to react. Just don't get greedy and make sure you only climb up when it's 100% safe. When you're almost there, make sure you're in the middle handhold for your final ascent. If an orb begins falling at that moment, don't worry, it disappears as you reach the very top. Once you make it, speak to the Gestral to receive your reward. While those are all the Gestral Beaches in Expedition 33, there are actually 2 additional swimsuits you can unlock, and they come from progressing Sciel's romance arc. Fortunately, we already have a dedicated video that walks you through how to romance Sciel. I'll link it in the description below if you want a full guide. But keep in mind, romancing Sciel will lock you out of your ability to romance Lune. Here's the short version. Starting in Act 2, make sure to talk to Sciel at camp every time you have the chance, and always choose to hang out with her when the option appears. Once you reach relationship level 3, a special hangout scene will become available that allows you to move up to level 4. During this scene, choose the dialogue option, "Do you even need to ask?" After reaching level 4, your next hangout with Sciel will give you the opportunity to push the romance even further. This time, select the dialogue, "I feel used, but I like it." Choosing this will officially start a romance with Sciel. Not long after, your next hangout scene will involve a swimming lesson, and that's where you'll unlock the final 2 swimsuits, one for Sciel and one for Verso. And that's all 5 Gestral Beaches in Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Whether you're in it for the cosmetics or just enjoy a good challenge, these minigames offer a fun and sometimes challenging break from the main story. If this guide helped you out, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your favorite swimsuit or the most annoying beach you encountered. I'll leave you now with a full showcase of every swimsuit in the game. For more on Clair Expedition 33, make sure to check out our wiki for Pictos locations, boss strategies, and mime locations. And of course, for everything else video games, stick with IGN.